Have you ever wondered if your cat is truly healthy? Sometimes everything seems fine. They eat, sleep, move around. But behind that calm behavior, there could be silent signs that something isn't right. In this video, we're going to talk about the warning signs of illness in cats that you simply can't ignore. These are subtle changes that could point to serious health problems. We'll help you recognize these signs and understand what to do when they show up. And if you enjoy learning more about your pet's behavior and want to give them a happier, healthier life, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We post daily videos created with care and responsibility just for you. Why is it so hard to tell when a cat is sick? Have you ever felt like your cat is acting differently, but you just can't figure out what's going on? That's more common than you might think. Cats tend to be very private when they're not feeling well. They don't usually show pain or discomfort in obvious ways, and there's a reason for that. In the wild, felines learned that showing weakness can be dangerous. A sick or injured animal becomes vulnerable to predators and might be rejected by its group. That's why even when they're in pain, cats often hide, keep their posture, and stick to their usual habits, at least until things get really serious. This survival instinct is still very much present in domestic cats. And that's why, many times, signs of illness only become noticeable when the problem is already advanced. As pet guardians, we need to pay close attention to subtle changes in behavior, eating habits, hygiene routines, and even how the cat interacts with us. Warning signs that deserve immediate attention. One of the first signs that something might be wrong is a change in appetite. If your cat stops eating or starts eating much less than usual, it could be a sign of pain, fever, or even more serious issues like kidney failure. Another important sign is sudden weight loss. Sometimes the cat keeps eating but still loses weight. This could point to conditions like hyperthyroidism, diabetes, or even cancer. That's why it's important to regularly check your cat's body, especially if they have long fur that can hide these changes. Vomiting is also common in cats, but it shouldn't be considered normal when it happens too often. A single episode might not be a big deal, but if your cat vomits several times a week, or if the vomiting comes with lethargy or loss of appetite, it's time to see a vet. Persistent diarrhea is another red flag. It can be caused by something as simple as a food intolerance, but it might also signal serious infections or inflammatory bowel disease. Diarrhea can also lead to dehydration, especially in older cats. Lethargy, that sluggish, sleepy, and uninterested behavior, is also something you shouldn't ignore. If your cat is sleeping more than usual, avoiding playtime, or not responding when you call, they might be in pain or running a fever. Behavioral changes are also important. A cat that's usually affectionate, but suddenly starts hiding, avoiding contact, or even acting aggressively could be dealing with physical or emotional discomfort. And finally, pay attention to their breathing. Coughing, frequent sneezing, rapid breathing, or difficulty breathing are serious signs and could indicate respiratory issues, allergies, or even heart disease. Even if these signs seem small, they could be the beginning of something more serious. And the sooner you notice them, the better the chances of successful treatment and recovery. Serious illnesses that may be behind these signs. When a cat starts showing signs like loss of appetite, frequent vomiting, apathy, or trouble breathing, it's natural to be concerned. But what many pet owners don't realize is that these symptoms can be linked to serious illnesses that require prompt diagnosis and treatment. One of the most feared conditions is FIP, or feline infectious peritonitis. It's caused by a virus and can affect both young and older cats, especially those with weakened immune systems. There are two forms of the disease. The wet form, which causes fluid buildup in the abdomen and chest, leading to swelling and difficulty breathing, and the dry form, which can affect internal organs and even the nervous system, with symptoms like seizures and disorientation. Another serious illness is FIV, commonly known as feline AIDS. This virus attacks the cat's immune system, making it more vulnerable to infections. The symptoms are often subtle: fever, weight loss, lethargy, and recurring infections. Transmission usually occurs through bites, so it's more common in cats that fight frequently. FALV, or feline leukemia virus, is also a major threat. This virus can cause anemia, cancer, and other serious complications. Symptoms include fever, weakness, loss of appetite, and frequent infections. Feline panleukopenia is a highly contagious viral disease. It causes high fever, vomiting, severe diarrhea, and can be fatal if not treated quickly. Vaccination is the best way to prevent it. Chronic kidney disease is very common in older cats. It develops slowly and silently, and symptoms only appear when the kidneys are already significantly damaged. Signs include excessive thirst, increased urination, weight loss, vomiting, and bad breath. While it can't be cured, it can be managed with proper diet and regular veterinary care. Finally, there's toxoplasmosis, caused by a protozoan parasite. In cats with low immunity, it can lead to fever, loss of appetite, respiratory issues, and even neurological symptoms. Prevention includes feeding only commercial food or well-cooked meat, keeping the litter box clean daily, and avoiding exposure to prey like rodents and birds. What to do if you notice any of these signs? If you've noticed that your cat is showing any of the signs we've talked about so far, the most important thing is not to wait. Many pet owners end up delaying a visit to the vet, thinking the issue will resolve on its own. But when it comes to a cat's health, time is crucial. The first step should be to contact a trusted veterinarian. Even if the symptom seems mild, only a professional can properly assess the situation and recommend the necessary tests. In many cases, the earlier the diagnosis, the simpler and more effective the treatment will be. It's also essential to maintain a routine of preventive care. This includes taking your cat for regular checkups, even when they seem perfectly fine. Senior cats, for example, should have blood and urine tests at least once a year to detect silent illnesses like kidney disease. Nutrition makes a big difference too. Offer high-quality food that's appropriate for your cat's age and health needs. Avoid giving table scraps or foods that haven't been approved by your vet. And always make sure fresh water is available. Another important factor is the environment. Cats that go outdoors are more exposed to viruses, bacteria, fights, and accidents. If possible, keep your cat indoors or in safe areas like screened balconies or protected gardens. And don't forget about hygiene. The litter box should be cleaned daily, not just for your cat's comfort, but also so you can monitor changes in urine or stool, which can be important signs of illness. Taking care of your cat's health goes far beyond food and affection. It requires observation, understanding the signs, and acting responsibly. Cats are creatures of habit, and any change in their routine deserves attention. Many illnesses start off quietly, but with care and awareness, it's possible to catch the first symptoms and seek help before things get worse. And remember, many of these illnesses can be prevented with proper vaccination, quality nutrition, and regular vet visits. Your pet's health depends on you. And the more informed you are, the better their quality of life will be. If this video helped you, don't forget to leave a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And now tell us in the comments, how do you take care of your cat's health? Your experience might help other pet owners take better care of their furry companions. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.